intercepted there. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Catch made on the left side. They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play. The Ducks will come to the line to run the hurry up. Ball handed off. He's found some room at the 45. Brought down, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 49.
Nice job here by this back picking up the first down and living up to the legacy that they have in Eugene. There have been so many good backs. I mean, the list goes on and on, but right off the top of my head, you got to start with Kenyon Barner and Michael James and throw in DeAnthony Thomas. What a golden era it was for the Oregon Ducks when it came to running backs, and they're still trying to live up to that to this day.
They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play. No huddle now for the offense. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Second down, we're going to throw it. He lets it go. He makes the grab. He's marked out of bounds after an excellent gain, but there is a flag on the field. This one might be coming back. Important second down play coming up. Quarterback drops back. The receiver grabs it. A change of direction. And he'll run out of bounds, picking up a few yards on the play. It's good timing when a receiver makes the catch and then has some room to run.
Yeah, anytime you're going to run a route like this, you know who needs to get a lot of credit is the offensive line, because this play takes some time for the receiver to work his way across the field on that drag route, and the quarterback that time had enough time to be able to navigate the coverage and make the accurate throw.
Stopped right there at the line, no gain.
Good job here by the defense on third down. Forget about throwing downfield. They go short, and they make them pay for it with a loss of yardage.
So their first drive of the game, they're going to go for it on fourth down. Aggressive start. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Pass caught. And he picks up the first down, tackled at the 32. The Ducks keep the football on the move.
Oh, my gosh. The defense does their job. That ball is thrown short of the first down. They've got to rally to the ball and not let him have that kind of effort to pick up the first down.
Second down play coming up for this offense. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. And the completion made. He runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there. The Ducks hustle to the line to run the hurry up. Left and makes the completion. Brought down with the completion, moves the ball to the 6. Defense getting pushed back.
That's a good job by this defense of understanding where they are on the field. They obviously don't want to allow this offense to get into the end zone. They rallied the football on that pass and able to keep him short of the goal line.
It's a second and goal play for the offense. Touchdown, Ducks, as they claim the lead here in this playoff game. You come out in the playoff game, Kurt, no signs of rust for the offense immediately.
Yeah, no jitters at all. After the layoff, I wondered how they might be able to come out and communicate and actually just the rhythm to the offense. But they did not hesitate. They set the tone early. Now they got themselves a lead.
He'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. He steps out of bounds right at the 25-yard line. receivers at the snap. And it's intercepted. He stepped in front of that bullet. It's a short return. They bring him down to the 22, but this defense steps up, makes a big play.
Nice job by this defense jumping on that football to come up with the interception. And not exactly how this quarterback envisioned this game starting. His very first throw of the game, he puts into traffic, and he costs his team in a big way.
And the Oregon offense is back out on the field. They were clicking last time. Great protection. The pitch and catch was solid. Right down for a touchdown. Quick pass. The catch is made. Zero running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, they're just fundamentally sound, right where you want to be after the completion. Nowhere to go after that catch.
Offense getting set. It's second down. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Quarterback will throw it off the one pass option. He's not going to get the first down. It's fourth down. The Ducks will look to convert here on fourth down. A running play called on fourth down. Heading for the end zone. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Oregon. Well, no surprise from offense this good. Short field, quick touchdown.
Yeah, you get into the red zone, though, there's a tendency to want to get conservative. I love that the offensive coordinator and the quarterback kept attacking until they came away with 7 points.
With the PHC, they take a 14-0 lead. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Fields it just outside the goal line. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. Back comes the Arizona State offense onto the field. Let's see how this quarterback responds. Remember, an interception on the very first play of the last possession. As the first down is still going. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Well, good push up front here in this back. I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases, to be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the first down.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Looking for his big tight end. Makes the grab and keeps the foot in bounds. That's going to be enough for a first down. Great play.
Boy, Chris, great timing here with the quarterback against that zone defense.
Hold on here a second. The replay booth has signaled they want to take another look at this one. And that review confirms the ruling on the field was correct, so the play will stand. Back-to-back chunk plays to begin the drive. The defense on their heels. First down, looking to throw the football. Short pass finds the tight end. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
Now it's second down here. Looking for a man. Looks left and finds his target there. Good enough for first down yardage.
Man-to-man coverage, you run the drag route, you prefer to get the ball downfield, but the matchup called for at least some positive yards underneath, and he makes a nice throw.
And the defense able to bring him down to wrap up the first quarter of play. So, Kirk, as we break for the quarter, Oregon has the lead here. And the first quarter is in the books. What is a huge opportunity for both these programs to get a step closer to a national championship. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Man, he got crushed there, didn't he, Chris? And we know this guy is their superstar. He's their leader. But based on that last play, this offensive line's got to do a better job of recognizing that they got to take care of him.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. He escapes the pocket. He lets it go on the move. And it's intercepted right near the goal line.
Well, that's now 2 interceptions for this quarterback, and we're only in the first half. This is the exact start this defense was hoping for to create a ton of momentum.
And the Oregon offense comes back out on the field. They take the field with serious momentum. They have been tough to stop so far. Can they keep it going? Finds that big tight end for a short pass. He's brought down quickly as short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker. It's the tight end flexed out into the slot, looking for a matchup there, Kirk.
Well, it is a matchup because he has the size where he's very difficult to be able to match up for his safety, and he's got the speed to be able to
swarm by the pass rush. A sack.
There's a nice sack by this defense, something that they've been looking for. They've been on their heels most of this football game. That time they were able to get after the quarterback and bring him down. Let's see if that can provide a bit of a spark, see if they can get a little bit of momentum going their way.
That sack sets up a third down play. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And that catch is hauled in. They bring him down, but the drive has now reached the 35. And the Ducks come to the line in a hurry up.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
After the incompletion, second down now from the 35. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. They look to throw it here on second down. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up third down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
Up here trying to make something happen on third and long. Looking to throw yet again. And they heave it deep downfield. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. The Ducks pick up enough for a first down.
Man, you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. Man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on third down, get him the ball.
The offense will now quickly spend a timeout. Offense lines up. This is the 7th play now on this drive. Looking to pass here on second down. Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Ducks.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
And the PAT is good. So after putting up a touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. And they got the returner corralled. And the Arizona State offense comes back on the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. Keeping it on the ground here. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Catch made on the out route. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
That is a first down gain, moves the ball to a 40. And the Sun Devils will hustle to the line to crank the tempo. And the running back takes the handoff, fighting off the defender. He's brought down out at the 46.
Another positive run on 1st and 10. You know, it's early on in this drive, but this defense has not shown the ability to stop the run. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I just keep running the football until they prove they can stop it.
And here comes a deep shot. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. Touchdown, Sun Devils, as they fight back here in this playoff game.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
And the point after is right down the middle. Trying to make a play from deep in his end zone. He's tackled at the 10. Not good field position to start the drive. Ducks offense retakes the field. The passing game was so effective in the last possession, right down for a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can make adjustments. And that's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
Boy, that pass rush got in there in a hurry. Great job by this defense of disrupting the rhythm and timing between the quarterback and the receivers.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. He's looking deep down the middle. They try a downfield shot. That's a good effort there. But now it's 3rd down.
Oh, Chris, he almost gave one back there. This quarterback needs to be much more careful working with a 2-touchdown lead. That's not how to protect it.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this 1st down? Out of the gun now on 3rd down. The ball is picked off.
I'm going to give the defensive coordinator a tip of the cap here. They went with dime coverage with 6 defensive backs, which gives them a lot more speed on the field. And with those defensive backs, they're able to play better in space. They recognize the ball, step in front of it for a nice interception.
They'll try to run it in on 1st and goal. And he'll be brought down.
A pretty good push up front here by this offense line to get some positive yards here. You wonder if they're going to be able to run it in, or they're going to have to spread this defense out and try to find a one-on-one matchup to put the ball through the air for the touchdown.
Offense facing 2nd and goal. Somebody up there got a little too antsy at the line of scrimmage. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Second down and goal. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Catch hauled in here over the middle. Tackled at the 8 after the completion.
Hey, I know it's only the first half, but let's face it, Chris. You've come this far. This is a playoff game. When you get inside a 10-yard line, you can't settle for field goals. You need touchdowns. Let's see if they're able to come up with it here.
The offense has been moving backwards here. Now a long way to go on 3rd and goal. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Looking for 6. And he makes the catch. Touchdown, ASU. Well, they began with great field position, and that didn't take long at all, Kurt.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an opportunity. Your defense sets you up in great field position. You're not looking for a field goal. You're looking for a touchdown. Give the credit to this offense for being aggressive and punching it in.
And the point after is good. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. He's tackled at the 10. Not good field position to start the drive. So the first play of the drive here coming up. Less than 2 minutes left on the clock. Looking to throw it on 1st down. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up 2nd down. Adjusting now to the defense. 2nd down, we're going to throw it. The receiver makes the catch. He's stopped, but he gets out across the 25-yard line. The backs closer to the line to crank up the tempo. 1st down, we're going to throw the ball. Finds an open target on the left side. The defense drops him for a loss. He went backwards there. A 2nd down behind the sticks now.
Just a great play here by the corner. The offense completes the pass, but the corner comes up, makes a form tackle while driving the offensive player back in the process.
After a 1st down loss, it's 2nd and long from the 23. Back to throw again. Taking a deep shot here to the right. It's a beautiful throw. Hits him in stride. Breaks into the clear. Crosses the 10. All the way to the end zone. What a run. Touchdown, Oregon.
Chris, how dangerous is this offense? Well, of course, you know about the receivers and those vertical shots, but here's an example. You give the ball to the running back out in space, takes it all the way to the end zone for a touchdown.
Well, they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the extra point makes it a 28-14 game. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Return begins inside the 10. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. So here we go. First play of the drive, under 2 minutes before halftime. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And it's incomplete. Even on a 1st down throw, he was under some heavy pressure.
One way to slow down a very gifted quarterback is to be able to get pressure on him. Right now, the defense coordinator is doing a great job of mixing up the looks, and the defense is winning the line of scrimmage, and I think it's really impacting this quarterback's rhythm.
Quick throw, testing the middle. Oh, it's incomplete. That's a good job of the defender to break that up.
Some players just have a real knack for timing their jump, and that defender was able to get a big paw on the ball and bat it away.
So a tricky situation here. Third and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Looking deep to the right side. And the pass is dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this third down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
The Sun Devils will have to punt this one away. See if he can make something happen with the return. And the coverage team gets the returner to the ground. So they'll start this drive here with less than a minute remaining on the first half clock. He's going to pull it down and run. Jinx to get free. They get him down, but not before he gets to the +38. The Ducks looking to crank up the tempo a bit. They'll try the option play here. Breaks into the clear. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from the first down. Offense stops the clock with their second timeout to talk strategy. Offense getting set. Second down play here. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football and brings up a third down.
Anytime a quarterback's able to recognize a free rusher like that, that's what the check down is for. He has to recognize the protection issues quickly and pivot.
He keeps it on a design run. They bring him down to the 18. The offense set up in the red zone with a first down. And the Ducks starting a new series here on 1st and 10. Here comes a throw from the red zone. QB to the tight end for a completion. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Quarterback making some changes at the line. They look to throw it here on second down. Lets it go quickly. All the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks.
Oh, man, these guys will not be stopped. You talk about putting up points before halftime, and they're really putting some distance on the scoreboard. This defense is officially reeling.
So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. This is a squib kick right to one of the blockers on the return team. He's tackled at the 34 after a decent kick return there. Looks like the final play of the half coming up. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Taking a deep shot here to the right. The QB throws his third pick of the day. Tackled on the return, and that's how we'll end the first half of play. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Ducks will kick it away to get us going in the second half. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. And the Arizona State offense comes back out on the field. Eager to get something going as we begin the third quarter. Cut in to this huge lead. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Receiver makes the catch. And the broken tackle there produces a solid gain.
Chris, it's so easy to get excited about the receivers on the outside and their ability to make big plays, but the slot receivers are just as exciting, especially with their finesse, quickness, and ability to make guys miss in the middle of that field.
Looking for some space. It's Butler. Breaks loose at the 45. They get him down, but a big play moves it to the 45.
There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that running game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. It keeps the confidence of your offensive lineup. Same with your back. It helps everything else that you're doing as an offense.
Catch made down near the 10, and he's still going. Touchdown, Arizona State. They couldn't stop him there.
Well, another touchdown pass for this quarterback and multiple scores on the day. He is in total control of this offense right now, and the defense just doesn't have an answer.
PAT cuts it to a 14-point game, 35-21. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. He'll take off from deep in the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. And the Ducks' powerful offense is back on the field. Single back takes the handoff. They stop him right at the 24.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this could really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Design quarterback run. Nowhere to run. No corralling for no gain. The Ducks come to the line in the hurry up. Going to pick up the third and short through the air. Looking for the wideout. That pass is batted away. Incomplete.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. Third and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes. Is just hand the ball up.
It's a fake. Looking for an open man. It's caught, but now can he make the first down? And the returner heads out of bounds.
Well, I love the call here. It's going to come up short, but I think we got to give all the credit to the punt return team. They were not fooled at all. Great job having a head on a swivel to keep them short of that first down.
Back comes the Arizona State offense onto the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. Quarterback unaware of the play clock. That'll cost them 5. And he'll set up to throw. Delivers quickly to the left side. Touchdown, Sun Devils. The comeback is on. When we have a short field, the offense did exactly what they're supposed to do. That would have been a big ask for the defense that occurred.
Absolutely. But when you're given that kind of field position, anything less than a touchdown would be a disappointment. They did exactly what they needed to do by capitalizing on that short field.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. That's strong coverage, though. They tackle him at the 11-yard line. Powerful Oregon offense retakes the field. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Fires it on the move. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. Takes a big shot there from the defense, but moves the sticks. First down. The offense going with the hurry up.
Look at this, Chris. After that big gain and a first down, they're already at the line of scrimmage, ready to get this up-tempo offense cranking.
That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Handoff to the back. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Getting set. Here's second down. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Looking to pass here on second down. Fires it to the wideout. Makes the catch downfield. They make the stop, and it's a big play with a 3rd and long.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
The Ducks will crank up the tempo. And looking to throw now on first down. Bringing pressure. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Second down play coming up. Looking for a receiver. Snags the quick throw. He'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And the Ducks come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
Second down after that previous play. We'll try to run it with the option. And not even a chance to pitch that one. He's brought down to the backfield. Offense thinking touchdown, not field goal, facing a 3rd and long from the 20-yard line. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Caught near the goal line. He makes it to the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon. But they were backed up to start the drive with some bold play calling, great execution, and they reached the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start at the 25. And the Arizona State offense comes back on the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? Run it up the middle, but stuffed for no gain.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. It's a short completion with a big tight end. Tackle made at the 41. It's a nice gain. They're getting closer to the 50.
Well, we saw a lot of this in the first half. They go right back to him again. We can see the second half, that same trend continuing. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm rolling my coverage. Get a corner up in his face and put a safety back behind him. Some kind of double coverage to slow this guy down.
And he's got it down there inside the 35. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Chris, that's just perfect execution here by the offense. Quarterback does a nice job getting back, putting the ball out where the receiver can make a play on it. Nothing you can do as a defender.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Caught. He's wide open. Look out. Touchdown, ASU. As they come roaring back now.
The key to me in this is the quarterback gets the ball out of his hands early. Allows the receiver to run underneath that deep ball on that post route for a beautiful touchdown.
No problem with BAT right down the middle. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And the return starts just inside the end zone. And they stop him at the 11. Not good field position to start the drive. Here's the first play of the drive now. They begin from their own 11. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
And you got to love this if you're a defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
So second down after the incompletion. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. He's hit just before the throw.
Well, this quarterback's having one of those games you just dream of. A lot of yards and a lot of touchdown passes. And in fact, he had open receivers again for another big play. The defense finally got pressure on him. Or I think it would have been potentially another touchdown.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in third and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Looking deep to the right side. Dives to make the grab for a huge gain.
You know, as a quarterback, you end up having one of those days that everybody wants to talk about. How'd you do it? What a big day throwing the football the way he has today. Well, it takes catches like this and efforts like this to be able to allow you to have a great game.
So, Kirk, as we break for the quarter, Oregon has the lead here. Sitting in a pretty good spot as we wrap up the third quarter, trying to keep those national championship hopes alive. Let's take a quick look at the game stats while we have a chance. 1 quarter to go. Let's see if this sets up as a classic finish. So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. First down and more. He's still running. That's a solid gain. Moves the football inside the 40. First and 10.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line in the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
Be smothered right at the line for no gain. Here's the second down play. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Defense is coming after him. Catch made down the left side, an explosive play.
Chris, that's another nice pickup through the air. I thought they might be really just out to run the football here with the lead. But instead, they're electing to throw the football. Different routes, quarterbacks in rhythm. Really, it's almost an extension of their passing game.
And the Ducks with first and 10 here. quarterback looks to his right. They bring him down after a short gain there. The Ducks looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. They'll run the option. He'll pitch it. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down.
Boy, as a head coach, you preach fourth quarter offense all year long. The importance of being able to finish out a game. This is a great example. They have secured this football, this drive. They've been able to convert on third downs, and they keep moving this clock. This is a clinic on how to run a 4-minute offense.
Touchdown, Ducks! This offense is still clicking.
Chris, I know the back's going to get a lot of attention for this touchdown, but I was focused on the offensive line. You had 5 guys working as one. Great communication, able to get up to that second level and open things up nicely to allow the back into the end zone.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. And the Arizona State offense comes back out on the field. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Quick throw to his receiver. Catch made in space. Look out. Tackle made way downfield. Enormous gain.
What a game here. Big play for this offense. The quarterback and receiver just seem to be in sync. Tough on that corner to try to make a play on that ball.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Lets it fly to the wideout. Oh, he makes the catch. They finally get him down, but it's a chunk play through the air.
Boy, another nice completion by this quarterback and one of his receivers. You know, if I'm right, you look at this quarterback in this game alone, he's now over 350 yards. What a game for him.
Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona State. What a grab in the end zone in a clutch moment. That score makes things a lot more interesting here in the fourth quarter with a spot in the national championship game on the line.
This feels like a playoff game now. You can see it on the guys' faces. That was a momentum punch. Now the focus shifts to the opposition. Can they march down and answer, or will they wilt to the pressure?
And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. That strong coverage there. They tackle him at the 11-yard line. And the Oregon offense is back out on the field. Suddenly, this is a tighter game. You'd love to build a drive, choose some clock. How aggressive will they get with the play call? The quarterback will throw this out of the RPO. Defense drops him for a loss. Tougher second down on the way.
Man, the defense was all over that play. Just left him almost no room to work after catching the ball.
Went backwards on 1st down, so it's 2nd and long here from the 10. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Looking to scramble. He'll try a pass here. And it's incomplete. Comes up a little short on that throw.
Man, when a quarterback starts moving around like that, you move into what some defensive coordinators would call a second play because it becomes almost like backyard football at that point. But that was a good job by the defense playing discipline and forcing the incompletion.
So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know, this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. The pocket breaking down. Makes the grab with plenty of room to run. 4th down and 2 coming up to try to keep the drive going. And now the defense will call a timeout before this critical down just to get everybody on the same page. the dice a bit. Up one possession and going for it on fourth down. That wasn't alert enough. Didn't get the play off. That'll cost him 5 yards. So that offensive penalty will be declined by the defense. They're happy to take the result of that play. The Ducks will line up to punt it away. He's going to head out of bounds, but not before picking up some good yardage on the return. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Offense moving to a bunch formation. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag, doesn't get it. Brings up third down. They come to the line. A long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. It's an outbound, the catch made.
Quarterback had a lot of time to evaluate this defense, and most of his reads downfield appeared to be taken away, so he checks it down to his running back. And how about the way this defense just runs to the football to keep him short of that first down? Great job by the D. Down one score, they're going to go for it on fourth down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout as this offense tries to stage a dramatic comeback and win the game late. Down by a touchdown late. This is a crucial fourth down play. Maybe the last shot here. Fires it to the wideout. It's complete. That's enough for a first down. That's why you practice and work on these routes. When you get to a fourth down, you trust the receiver to run not only a good route, but know exactly where he needs to go to be able to get the distance for that first down. Big opportunity for the offense to tie this game up in the fourth quarter. It's first and goal. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Ball carrier brought down at the 4. Offense in great scoring position here. Timeout is called by the defense. That's their first of the half. Coming up, second down and goal. Defensive backs up at the line, showing press. Second down, we're going to throw it. Looking to the end zone. The pass is incomplete just across the goal line. Well, this is it. Late in the game, really tight situation. This is what separates a good quarterback from a great quarterback. Can he come up with the play to keep this drive alive? Urgency here in the fourth quarter. They must cut into this lead. It's third down and goal. He's got it near the end zone. And he scores! Touchdown, Sun Devils. Chris, how about that execution? Great throw by the quarterback. The receiver does his job and then takes it into the end zone. And now we've got an interesting situation. And they blocked it. This is huge. Only scoop it up and make something happen here. He's at the 50, the 40, at the 20, the 10. And he takes it all the way back for 2 points. What a play. Chris, how about this? After that touchdown, I think we just assume the extra point's good, right? And it's going to be a tie game down the final stretch here. But, man, they had other ideas. It's not very often you score a touchdown, down one possession, and come away from that experience feeling like it was all for nothing. What a play and return by the block unit.
Lined up in regular kickoff formation here. 2 timeouts, final minute. I'm not sure they've done the math here. Surprised they're not going for the onside kick. So no return here. He takes him in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. First play of the drive now from the 25. Pounding away with the run game. Breaks the tackle into the nobody can bring him down. Comes out of bounds after another big gain on the ground. This running game has been strong today.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. Where teams can run the ball, pick up yards like this, really affects the team's mental psyche and their confidence. And you'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
The spot in the national championship game comes down to the final 2 minutes. And the offense keep the football and bleed out the clock. Moves out of the pocket. And he'll leave the ball deep down that right side. He makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon.
Well, that's why you practice right there, Chris. This offense had the pressure, the game on their back. They deliver, they get a touchdown, and now make this a 2-possession game with under 2 to go. Like their odds of closing this game out.
You got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and to bring the football to the 25-yard line. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. First down. Looking to throw the football. Looking for his big tight end. Finds a man downfield. It's a big gain to the right. They bring him down, but it's a big gainer to the 47.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
Looking to throw it on first down. He's got it in the open. They finally stop a big play. Moves the ball to the 22.
That's the thing with this guy. You've got the ability to flex him out. He shows his versatility and what he can do from that slot position. He could be the quarterback's safety blanket.
Catch made across the middle by the running back. And the offense will wisely spend a timeout after the play. Clock management's going to be very important here in the final minutes. The completion makes it second down. Corners back up now, playing a couple yards off the ball. They look to throw it here on second down. Deep shot toward the end zone. Oh, and he can't hang on. Wow, would have been a touchdown. Got to shake that off now. It's third down coming up. After the incompletion, they have to try to convert here on 3rd and 9. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Looking for his back. Here's the target, and it's complete. The stop made at the 5. The offense will have first and goal now. The defense will spend their second timeout here to make some adjustments. The Sun Devils will line up now. It's first and goal. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Launching one to the end zone. Another interception. That's number 4 today. Are you kidding me? Touchdown, Ducks. 6 points for the defense in this playoff game. What a moment. Taking command now in the fourth quarter, closing in a bid for the national championship game.
Oh, and that's another touchdown for this offense. They continue to go out there and battle. I want to see what this handshake's going to be like after the game. I don't know how the opposing coach feels about this late score.
Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And here's the return from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Here's the first play of the drive now. They begin at the 19. First down, we're going to throw the ball. Looking for a late, deep throw. That's knocked away. Defense makes a nice play. It's incomplete.
Well, the quarterback did all he could here to try to make this play happen, but a sloppy route by the receiver allows the defense to easily step in front and knock that ball away.
Wide open downfield. They finally get him down, but this passing game has produced a chunk play. The Sun Devils come to the line to run the hurry-up.
Chris, I don't think I've ever seen anything like this. This guy's close to 500 yards passing in this game alone.
Tries the right with a quick throw. Oh, what a grab! They finally make the tackle all the way down to the 32.
And that's good enough for a first down.
Well, that's a great performance in a pressure moment, but now the job gets even more exciting, even bigger as they go on to the national championship game and play for that trophy.